Yes! Okay, yes, my nigga. The Toronto Raptors are the 2019 NBA fucking champions, my nigga, okay? Let's fucking go, my nigga. Let's fucking go, man. Oh my fucking goodness. This is literally fucking amazing. This is literally just pure fucking amazement. We already know it's over, okay? Toronto Raptors officially win the NBA championship, and we already know the Warriors dynasty is officially fucking over, just like how I said after game 4. This dynasty is officially fucking finished with. We already know Toronto Raptors go and win their first championship in franchise history. They go in, they win this goddamn shit, okay? They win the fucking championship, a series that I predicted before the goddamn playoffs started. So we already know, it's your boy Sauceman, I'm checking back at you niggas with another goddamn video today. So we already know Toronto Raptors, just a little, they win the NBA championship last night, beating the Golden State Warriors in 6 games. So this is literally just fucking amazing. I am literally, okay, just so proud of this nigga Kawhi Leonard, the entire Toronto Raptors, the fact that they were able to come in and win this goddamn championship despite everybody saying that they were chokers in the goddamn playoffs, even though I fucking said that shit a few seasons ago. But we already know it's officially fucking over. We already know the Raptors, okay, go in NBA fucking champions, my nigga, okay? NBA fucking champions, my nigga. So let me just go ahead with this goddamn shit, because again, if I fucking recap this goddamn game, this whole thing, because in this goddamn video, I'm gonna be recapping not only this fucking game, I'm gonna be recapping the entirety of this fucking game, and also the entire fucking series. I'm gonna do a series fucking recap, my nigga, and I'm also going to, do fucking free agency, my nigga, because we already know what the hell is gonna happen with the Golden State Warriors within the next few goddamn weeks. And by the way, the NBA offseason is literally fucking amazing. I'm so glad that the offseason has started. We already know this fucking offseason, my nigga, there's gonna be some crazy ass goddamn shit, okay? This is probably gonna be one of the best NBA offseasons in NBA history, you know what I'm saying? And we have a lot of fucking shit to talk about, so probably next week, I'm gonna be making fucking free agency videos about Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, whoever the fuck is a free agent, Kyrie Irving, all these niggas, okay? Anthony Davis, we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen with these niggas. So we already know Toronto Raptors, but that's like later, okay? Free agents doesn't start till like fucking June 30th, some shit like that. So we already know Toronto Raptors win the NBA championship, ending the Warriors dynasty. And I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks, my nigga. Okay, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Anyone says the Warriors dynasty is officially fucking over. This shit is over. They're not winning the championship ever again. You know what I'm saying? They're not winning a championship anytime soon. And that's also partly because of the fucking injuries that I'm going to talk about in this goddamn video. But we already know they come in, they win the fucking championship. Toronto Raptors, first championship in franchise history. Kawhi Leonard winning the Finals MVP, doing exactly what he needs to do. So we already know. Let me just go ahead and recap this goddamn game, because we're going to have a lot of shit to talk about in this goddamn video. So let me just go ahead and recap this goddamn game. So we already know, coming into this fucking game, my nigga, okay, game 6, a chance. And by the way, I was scared as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was scared as fuck coming into this goddamn game, man. Okay, I was literally scared as fuck because I did not want, I did not want to see a fucking game 7. And even though I was pretty confident, you know what I'm saying, when the Raptors took a 3-1 lead, obviously with my goddamn video, even though I was kind of confident, you know what I'm saying, I was pretty fucking confident that the Raptors were going to come in and they're going to win, you know what I'm saying, this goddamn series. They're like a 95% chance of winning the series before, you know, after they took a 3-1 lead. I still was kind of scared as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not want them, after they lost game 5, I did not want to see them go in and lose game 6 on the road and win a goddamn, and force a game 7. Because if it went 7 games, we don't know what the fuck would happen. It would have been 50-50. The Warriors might actually have came back from a 3-1 deficit. So I was kind of scared as fuck coming into this game, okay? I was scared as fuck, but we already know coming into the first quarter of this goddamn game, we already know, okay? I'm going to recap this goddamn game. So we already know coming into the first quarter, this nigga, Kyle Lowry, okay, which a player that I obviously said and everyone knew that they're way better players on the road than they are at home. You have this motherfucker, Kyle Lowry, came in, dominated the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? I was scared as fuck, but then Kyle Lowry literally hit back-to-back 3-point shots. I think this nigga like 3 or 4 3-point shots in the first goddamn quarter, my nigga. And I was just like, goddamn, had the first 8 points of the goddamn game, giving them a huge momentum boost. Warriors literally had nothing on the board. It was like 8-0, 10-0. I was just like, god fucking damn. So this nigga, Kyle Lowry, came in just hitting contested 3-point shots right at his face. You know what I'm saying? Which is obviously, you know what I'm saying, left players open. You had this motherfucker, Marcus Gasol, you know what I'm saying? I think he hit a 3-pointer in the first quarter. And it was obviously because of the defense that the Warriors were playing on Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to double him, you know what I'm saying? Which, again, they were literally still fucking dominated without Kawhi Leonard being as impactful in the first half, at least. So it shows you how great the Toronto Raptors, how much of a better team they are. So we already know, coming into the first quarter, they were trying to double Kawhi, left wide open shots for Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry creating his own shot at the end of the fucking, shot clock. You know what I'm saying? It was literally fucking crazy. So I was literally just in amazement in that shit. So we already know they had a massive advantage in the first quarter. But we already know I expected the Warriors to come in and put up a better performance than they did, at least when they lost 2 straight at home. And they came in, you know what I'm saying? And even before this goddamn game, I predicted the Warriors to come in and win game 6. But I literally said that they were going to win game 6 only because I did not want to jinx it because before games 2 and 3 of this series, I predicted the Warriors to win games 3 before game 3 started and game 4 before game 4 started. Even though I felt like the Raptors were going to win game 6, I did not want to say it in the goddamn video because I did not want to jinx that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's literally what fucking happened, okay? They won the goddamn championship. So we already know coming into the first quarter, they had a big fucking advantage shooting the goddamn ball, hitting 3-points, just like how the Warriors had an advantage in the first quarter, hitting all their fucking threes pretty much all game in game 5. You know what I'm saying? So we already know they came in with a massive advantage, and you had this motherfucker. Players obviously stepped up, playing better on the road than they do at home, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Than they do at home. You had this motherfucker Pascal Siakam. 20 fucking points, 20 something rebounds. 10 fucking rebounds. This nigga had an all-around fucking game, stepped up when it mattered the most with 26 fucking points, completely dominated. You have this motherfucker Marcus Gasol, even though he didn't dominate offensively, he dominated defensively. You know what I'm saying? With the first half, and you have this motherfucker Serge Ibaka had 15 goddamn points. You know what I'm saying? Obviously not as good as he, didn't play as good as he did in games 3 and 4, but he still had a really great, performance offensively, defensively, you know what I'm saying? Being a presence, forcing players into jump shots. And we already know on the Golden State Warriors side, which I said I predicted them to play a lot better, you had this motherfucker Draymond Green, which I can't even talk shit about Draymond Green because he actually, other than the fact that he didn't really do shit in the last 2 minutes, besides finally start complaining to the goddamn refs, we already know this motherfucker Draymond Green had a dominant fucking game. We already know this nigga had 19 rebounds, 13 assists, amazing fucking game. Okay, he could have scored more. Okay, he only has 11 points. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, every fucking game only has 10 points. But he had an amazing fucking game in terms of rebounding the basketball, doing what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga Steph Curry was locked down. This nigga Steph Curry was literally locked fucking down in the first half, completely ineffective and relying on the main offensive scorer, which is obviously Klay fucking Thompson. 30 points in 3 quarters. Okay, and he obviously got injured. I'm gonna talk about when I, continue to recap the goddamn game. We already know this motherfucker Klay Thompson hitting all kinds of 3-point shots, making every shot he fucking takes essentially, basically getting hot. And when he got injured and left the goddamn game, he was barely just getting hot. You know what I'm saying? He was barely just, about to go fucking explode on that shit. So I did not expect Klay Thompson to play that great, but we already know he did play that great. So we already know the Warriors actually played a lot better. I expected. You know what I'm saying? We already know this motherfucker's DeMarcus Cousins, even though he didn't really have that much of an impact, still playing a lot more aggressively, way better than he played in games 3 and 4. So they had a legitimate fucking first half, and Kyle Lowry dominated again in the second quarter, getting 21 points. So we already know in the first half, it was a legitimate fucking game. Okay, it was a legitimate fucking game. We already know the Raptors also played really great defense, and they forced a lot more turn. That's another thing. Huge shout out to the Raptors defense, continuing to force fucking turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Ball going out of bounds. Double team. You're going to get trapping niggas every time they get the goddamn ball. Forcing them not to fucking score. Taking advantage of their size advantage and all the fucking advantages they have this fucking game in terms of talent. You know what I'm saying? To where Kawhi Leonard can have not a great game, but he still comes in and they're still winning. And they're still in the goddamn game. So we already know at the end of the fucking first half, close-ass game, but we already know coming into the second half of this goddamn shit, okay? We already know coming into the second half of this fucking game is when the players really started to fucking step up. Is when Fred VanVleet started to fucking step up. Kawhi Leonard finally stepping up, okay? He didn't really have that good of a first half. We already know this nigga stepped up in the second half, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He came in, dominated. Everybody's basically doing their goddamn thing, realizing what's at stake. You already know on the Golden State Warriors side, Stephen Curry, continuing to have a bad fucking game. Only made 3 3-point shots this game. You know what I'm saying? 3, okay, had a bad fucking game. Only 21 goddamn points. But you know, Kyle Lowry, even though he didn't have that much of a great performance in the second half, he still had a dominant second half in my personal opinion in terms of passing the ball, making the right decisions, proving why he plays better on the goddamn road, hitting those clutch shots. We know coming into the third quarter, it was a close-ass fucking game, and we already know what happened, the main thing that happened in the third quarter, which is obviously Klay fucking Thompson, okay? We already know they were going in for a fast break. Danny Green, you know what I'm saying, tries to come in and block that nigga, you know what I'm saying, and he doesn't. He fouls him, and Klay Thompson lands on his fucking foot or some shit like that the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga got injured, okay? And it turned out to be a torn ACL. At first, I thought it was just a twisted ankle, but this nigga had a torn ACL. So that is literally detrimental, and he can literally miss the entirety of next season. So unfortunate for Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate Klay Thompson. Of course, I wanted to see him play, but he was dominating this fucking game. I did not expect Game 6 Klay, because Game 6, everybody likes to talk about, oh, Game 6 Klay Thompson was fucking crazy, but this nigga Klay Thompson in Game 6, he's never had a good Game 6 in his finals career. Okay, it was just in the Western Conference Finals or the semifinals of this year or some shit like that. So he kind of came in and just completely dominated, and now he was literally fucking gone. You know what I'm saying? And he was literally fucking gone. And we already know this motherfucker Andre Iguodala stepped up. Because Andre Iguodala, even though, you know what I'm saying, he's been a nice little fucking role player, you know what I'm saying, with great defense, obviously. But this nigga Andre Iguodala, and he hit the game winner in game 2. This motherfucker Andre Iguodala literally made up, okay? Because you can say that, oh, the Raptors only won because Klay Thompson, the Raptors were supposed to win because Klay Thompson out, even though Stephen Curry had no excuse for not stepping up. This motherfucker Andre Iguodala made up for Klay Thompson not being in the game and being injured, my nigga. He made up for that shit because as soon as this nigga was out, he was out here missing free throws, my nigga. This nigga Andre Iguodala was being fouled. There's like 4 fucking free throws or some shit like that. And this nigga comes in, hits 3-point shot, hits 2 threes. You know what I'm saying? Wide open, hits that shit. Another one, hits that shit. Fucking 3 right in his goddamn face. Hits it at the shot clock violation. I mean, it's at shot clock, but he would not have been taking those shots that Klay Thompson been in the game because they would just been feeding him the ball. So he was kind of making up for that fucking shit. So we already know, and Draymond Green continued to be a presence defensively. Serge Ibaka, obviously, he was making his presence felt. You know what I'm saying? Obviously playing great defense once again, playing down the goddamn stretch. But, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't really have that great fucking game that we expected. But he had 15 fucking points, so he really did what he needed to do. So we already know. And Pascal, it was mainly Pascal Siakam and Kawhi Leonard dominating in the third quarter. But we already know, coming into the fourth fucking quarter, my nigga, which is literally the craziest part of the goddamn game. We already know, coming into the fourth quarter of this goddamn shit, we already know this motherfucker, Fred VanVleet, clutch as a motherfucker. Okay, clutch as a motherfucker when Kyle Lowry wasn't scoring as well in the second half. Another player steps up for the Toronto Raptors. This nigga, Fred VanVleet, 12 points in the fourth quarter. 12 points in the fourth quarter. You had this motherfucker Kawhi Leonard stepping up, taking it to the goddamn basket, taking it to the fucking free throw line, my nigga. Doing what they need to do, continuing to take it inside, play aggressively, limiting their fucking turnovers, great game plan and everything like that. And the Warriors continuing to turn the ball over way more than the Raptors, giving them more fucking buckets. You're getting them more fucking baskets. But we already know this motherfucker Fred VanVleet was literally going fucking crazy. Like there was literally the possession because the Warriors, they looked like they had a massive momentum and they could potentially take over this goddamn game. But this nigga Fred VanVleet, like the end of the shot clock violation, just like how we did in game 3, this motherfucker Fred VanVleet just came in, just throws the shit up. And it goes in, my nigga. He did that shit twice. And the second one was to go up by 3 fucking points, 91 and 94, I believe. When I thought the Warriors were going to go on a massive fucking run. So where do you know, it was literally fucking amazing. This nigga was literally dominating in the fourth quarter, doing what he needed to fucking do. And where do you know, long story short, because I'm not trying to make this video too long, coming into the last fucking minutes, okay, because they trying to come back, you know what I'm saying? Stephen Curry continued not to show up to the same extent, but he was taking it to the free throw line, you know what I'm saying, because he's fouling him. And by the way, again, I'm not the type of nigga to blame the refs, but I'm just saying, my nigga, there was a lot of fucking no calls that I saw that were against the Golden State Warriors, and obviously, near the end of the game, they tried so hard to rig it for the Golden State Warriors that it was so pathetic because the shit was already over. But we already know, coming into the last few minutes of the goddamn game, Siakam stepping the fuck up, being efficient as a motherfucker. Kyle Lowry being efficient. Kawhi Leonard, everyone on the team essentially being fucking efficient, proving why they're more talented than the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this motherfucker Draymond Green, it was just Draymond Green stepping up. You know what I'm saying? In the fourth quarter for the Golden State Warriors. Well, within the last few goddamn minutes, hitting the goddamn big 3-point shot to go, you know what I'm saying, to only go better than. But we already know, coming in to the last minutes of the goddamn game, this nigga Kyle Lowry, clutch as a motherfucker, making up for a shot that went out of bounds in game 5. Shoots that shit up, goes off the fucking rim, bounces, goes right back in. And I'm just like, God fucking damn, my nigga. And it came to the point where the Raptors were up by 3 goddamn points, and I'm being fucking serious. I'm being fucking serious with this goddamn shit. When it hit like 3 minutes left in the goddamn game and the Raptors had the lead, I had my hand over my fucking head. Like, I was like, my heart was fucking pounding, my nigga. I was literally, because this can seriously be the goddamn moment. This can seriously fucking be the moment where the Raptors win the goddamn NBA championship. And I was just like, what the, this is literally crazy, okay? This is literally just crazy. So I could not fucking believe that shit. And we know, coming into the last goddamn minutes of the goddamn game, Raptors up by 3. And there was a stupid ass fucking call that I saw where Kawhi Leonard was open for a 3-point shot. He takes the 3. This nigga hits, this motherfucker, he gets hit on the fucking head. And they did not call a foul for shit. That should have been 3 free throws for Kawhi and a chance to go up by 6 fucking points. So they didn't call that shit. And the Warriors came back. So we already know, coming back to the last minute of the fucking game, my nigga, we already know. I think of DeMarcus Cousins, you know what I'm saying, which he didn't really step up to the same extent that you know what I'm saying, that I expected. This motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, he had a legitimate fucking game, but not really that good, but better than he did in games 3 and 4. But where do you know this motherfucker DeMarcus Cousins literally on the Warriors for no reason now? This nigga, DeMarcus Cousins, goes in, bodies in for a fucking layup, and now there's like some offensive basket interference fucking call they didn't call or some stupid shit like that. Where do you know this nigga puts it in with 40 fucking seconds left, and where do you know this nigga Danny Green? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker Danny Green, you know what I'm saying, near the end of the goddamn game, okay? Because there were some other bullshit calls that I saw where this nigga Steph Curry literally got the ball, right? He's driving it to the basket. He trips over himself. He tripped over himself. Nobody touched him. And they called a foul on Siakam. So there's like so much bullshit. So, where do you know, coming into the last seconds of the goddamn game, they call a timeout, they try to like, you know, advance the ball, and I'm just like, oh my fucking goodness, bro, they're literally about to win a championship. We already know, Danny Green gets the ball, okay, Kawhi Leonard has the ball, he gets trapped at the half court, they give it to Danny Green, he does a dumbass behind the back pass to Siakam, which doesn't go through and goes out of bounds. Like, why the fuck did you do that? You could have just kept the goddamn ball and gave it to fucking Kawhi Leonard, who would just run up towards you, and you just give him the ball, and they have to eventually intentionally foul. They didn't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga Danny Green forces the ball out of bounds, and we already know, before you know it, it's literally already fucking last seconds of the game. This nigga Steph goes 110 to 111. Okay, and this nigga Steph Curry, they draw up a play for him, and he gets an open three-point shot, and Steph Curry misses the fucking three. Misses the game winner. You know what I'm saying? Wide open, players go right up to his goddamn face eventually, misses the fucking game winner. Not clutch at all. Choking again in the fourth quarter. We already know this motherfucker misses the shit. They try to scramble in for the fucking rebound, and we already know this shit was literally fucking over, and that's where the game should have fucking ended, but the refs obviously fucked them over, okay? The refs obviously fucked them over, my nigga. We already know near the end of the goddamn game, the refs fucked them over because the Warriors didn't have any timeouts, but they kept on calling timeouts. You know what I'm saying? When there wasn't a timeout, why the fuck didn't they just let the ball run out and the game would have been over right there? But the refs they stopped the game with 0.9 seconds left because the Warriors called excessive timeouts when they didn't have a timeout, and that's a technical foul. So they obviously wanted the Warriors to come back in the game, which is pathetic. Kawhi Leonard gets a technical free throw, makes it 112 to 110, and they just basically inbounded the ball once again to Kawhi Leonard, and Andre Iguodala barely even touches him. And they call a foul before the fucking shot with 0.9 left, taking him to the free throw line, and he catches the ball, and not even a tenth of a second goes off. So it was literally trying to rig the fucking game to the point where if Kawhi Leonard makes 1 out of 2 free throws and makes the second one, you know what I'm saying? It's a 3-point game with 0.9 seconds left. They tried to do that for the Warriors, but we already know Kawhi Leonard, I literally would have cried. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I said that near the, you know what I'm saying? I said that I would have cried if the Warriors won. I mean, if the Raptors lose the series, if the Raptors win the series, but near the last 2 minutes of the game, I literally can feel tears about to come out of my fucking eye. But I already knew that they were a goddamn championship. You know, I already knew that they were about to win the championship as soon as Steph Curry missed the goddamn 3-point shot and they had possession. You know what I'm saying? So they come in. Kawhi Leonard hits both free throws, and the shit was literally fucking over, my nigga. And I was just like, god damn. So, amazement. Okay, literally an amazing fucking series, amazing 7-game series. Kawhi Leonard, the MVP, the finals MVP, the first player in NBA history to win back-to-back. Okay, I mean, to win 2 finals MVPs on 2 separate teams, on 2 separate conferences. Since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or some shit like that. So it's literally fucking crazy. So, amazing fucking championship by the Toronto Raptors, and I literally was just in fucking shock, okay? I literally was in fucking shock. And of course, the video I made a separate video celebrating the fact that the Raptors won, but it was before it was technically official, and it took like 5 minutes just for them to fucking officially end the goddamn game, so it was ridiculous. So we already know, Raptors go in, they win the fucking championship, my nigga. They win the fucking championship, my nigga. So we already know, I'm gonna go ahead and recap this goddamn series, so we already know coming into game 1 of this fucking shit, we already fucking know, my nigga. Raptors, okay? They came in dominated. It was obviously a must-win for the Toronto Raptors, that goddamn game, and they came in to win the Pascal Siakam completely dominated. Steph Curry had like 35 fucking points and some shit like that. We already know coming into game 2, though I predicted the Warriors to win by 5 points, and that's exactly what fucking happened. And they came into the clutch and they allowed an 18-0 run or some shit like that in the second half, which is ridiculous. Coming into game 3, no Klay Thompson. Steph Curry doing it all by himself, 47 points. You know what I'm saying? All by himself. Now he knew how it feels to be LeBron. So this motherfucker doing it all by himself. Kawhi Leonard continued to dominate. Kyle Lowry continuing to dominate, doing his fucking thing. Coming into game 4, no fucking Kevin Durant, which is what I predicted would happen. And then I said that the Raptors are going to win that shit. They come in, they show their fucking points. Kawhi Leonard dominates with 36 goddamn points, destroying the Golden State Warriors in the second half with their goddamn defense, with Serge Ibaka dominating, taking a 3-1 lead. Coming into game 5, Warriors get lucky as shit. They get lucky as shit by making all these goddamn 3-point shots every time they took the goddamn shot. You know what I'm saying? Making every single 3-point shot, playing a lot more efficiently, you know what I'm saying? And the fucking Raptors still had a 6-point lead, and they called a dumbass timeout, and they luckily came back in the fucking game. Coming into game 6, we already know what fucking happened in that goddamn game. So we already know Raptors, 2019 NBA champions. 2019 NBA fucking champions. And again, I don't want to hear any bullshit excuse from Golden State Warriors fans, because we already know they're fucking fake ass fucking shit, okay? We already know beating injured teams throughout the entirety of their playoff run. Now you know how it feels to be injured. Okay, technically injured, but you had 3 fucking All-Stars. But then again, Klay Thompson injured. So what do you know, coming into the Warriors, in my personal opinion, with the Warriors off-season and this shit, I'm gonna make separate videos about this shit, because expect me next week to make goddamn videos about the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, the NBA free agency with Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. We already know they're fucking injured. But as I said, I don't give a fuck what anyone says, my nigga. The Warriors dynasty is officially over with. The Warriors dynasty has officially come to a fucking end, my nigga, okay? It's over. It's over. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what, okay, this nigga, and unfortunately, it's obviously because Klay Thompson's out for the rest of most likely going to be out for the rest of the next season. Kevin Durant undoubtedly, most likely going to be out for the rest of the goddamn next season. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors are obviously not going to have a chance. The Warriors are not going to have a chance. And I personally think that Kevin Durant has a bigger chance at leaving, a really big chance of leaving. Because it's not like, oh, I got to stay loyal with the Golden State Warriors. No, because regardless of what team Kevin Durant wants to go to, they have a max contract ready for him. And they have a lot more cap space, and they're going to be too busy trying to give Klay Thompson a 5-year max deal. So I'm going to say that Kevin Durant probably leaves. But we don't fucking know. We'll see, okay? The free agency starts later. So anyways, we already know. Toronto Raptors, 2019 NBA fucking champions. Golden State Warriors. Dynasty is literally fucking over. We don't know what the fuck is happening with Kawhi Leonard. He might fucking leave. But we'll see, okay? Well, I'll make free agency videos in the future. But we already know. Recapping this goddamn series. Recapping this fucking game. Anyways, man. 2019 NBA championship. Toronto Raptors. Fuck the Golden State Warriors. Huge shout out to the Toronto Raptors. Winning the goddamn 2019 NBA championship. So we already know. It's your boy, the Sauceman X. I'm taking the fucking out of here. Peace. Let's go, Raptors, nigga.